Hi. In this video, I will show you how to use the countdown timer element, included with OxyPowerPck. Please note that I'm using the OxyPowerPack 1.0 Preview 3, that was released earlier today. To add the countdown timer element, you can use the standard Oxygen Builder left toolbar. Additionally, there is a shortcut in the OxyPowerPack panel. Clicking the Start tab, we will see a list of all OxyPowerPack elements in the right side, with a useful description and a button to add it to the document. I'm going to build a sample sale ending timeout. Let's suppose we are selling a product and we want to offer an 80% for a short period. I don't want the timer to show up on page load, but on a modal window instead. For that, I will describe the sale right here and use one of the buttons to show more information. I don't know if this is a good marketing practice, it's just for demonstration purposes. Let's add the modal element and the countdown inside of it, style it briefly, and configure it to open when the Learn More button is pressed. Now that the modal is configured, I will set the countdown timer target date. December 31, 2019, at 11:59 p.m. You can set the exact minute and second you want, as well as the desired time zone, by manually editing the target date and time box. Just make sure you do it right. The string must conform a JavaScript date string. By default, if you use the date and time picker, the time zone will be the same as your system time zone. The timeout message is a text that will replace the countdown timer when it finishes. After changing any non-style setting, like the target date or message, you have to use the Apply Params button to make the countdown element use the new settings. In the Segments section, you can configure several things. The in and out effects define how will the numbers appear and disappear every second. Currently, there are show, fade and slide effects only available. The Show Days segment option allows you to configure if you want to show or not the days segment, or if you want to show it automatically only if needed. For example, if I set it to Never Show, all the days are added to the hours segment. If I set it to Always, it will be there even if less than 24 hours are left, showing 0 days. I will select the If Needed option, to make it hide the days segment if there are less than 24 hours left. Here you can change the label texts, but additionally you can also edit them by double-clicking the labels directly in the builder. Let's just stick with English labels. Finally, we can style the segments and labels typography. In order to see the result, let's set a date and time just a few minutes from now. It works as configured. But, we can make it more reactive. Using the Events and Actions feature, I will make the countdown timer close the modal, change the sale text, and also remove the Learn More button after it finishes. The Events and Actions feature is very flexible. The countdown timer finished event is a global event, and that means that any element can react to it and perform actions. And actions for an element can be configured to perform its action on other elements instead. For example, let's select the sale text. Then, select its countdown timer finished event. As we don't have any action on it, the event is not configurable yet. Let's add a set text action. As soon as we add a first action on the element's event, if the event is configurable, its options will appear here. In the case of the countdown timer finished event, it allows to select which countdown we want to listen to. We only have one countdown, so it's okay if we leave it blank. The Set Text action allows us to replace the text of any element. In this case, we want to let users know that the discounted price is not available anymore. The Selector setting allows us to perform the action over other element instead of the element we are currently working on. This is the flexibility I mentioned before. Let's leave it blank so it changes the text for itself. Now, let's add a hide action, but set it to perform over the Learn More button. Finally, add a short delay and then close the modal. Let's adjust the date to be a few minutes from now to see the result. And the flash sale just ended. We see the countdown timer message for a short period and the modal closes automatically. The sale text changed and we can't open the modal anymore because the button was removed. Please subscribe and follow our Facebook page to stay tuned for future releases. Thank you very much.